In order for our department to prepare for this busy season, we've got all our assets, as you can see, staged behind me. We have our high water rescue trucks, we have our airboats and flood rescue boats. And in addition to that, we've also been sending people to swiftwater training school at the Flood Rescue Academy in Georgetown, Texas. Last year, we trained approximately 70 personnel, and we're looking to meet that record this year. Nfpa defines swiftwater as any water moving over 1 knot, which is the equivalent of 1.1 miles per hour. It's not very fast, so if you think about it, technically the water going down your storm drain in a neighborhood is considered swiftwater. Any personnel that are going to be actively playing any rescue roles in a swiftwater environment need to be at least trained at an operations level. We send all our personnel to a technician level school, which is the next step up. This gives deputies time to get into the water to see their comfort level. Water is one thing that, most people know how to swim, but, when they get into an environment, fully clothed or sometimes in uniform, and there's moving water, that changes the game a whole lot more than they think. And that allows us to see the deputies' reactions, see their comfort level, and try to increase that comfort level in a controlled environment. We would rather somebody learn that they lack skills of swimming or whatnot in a controlled environment than actually out there doing it for real. Over the last year, we've obtained several more high water rescue trucks. These are trucks that actually our department obtains through a federal military surplus program that are free to the county. And what we end up doing is once we acquire them, we repaint them, rebadge them, and they're repurposed. And last year we had a little over 20, now we have closer to 30 trucks. We also have 14 FEB boats, as we call it. It's an abbreviation for flood evacuation boat, as you can see behind me on the trailer. We also have 2 fast-moving Zodiacs, which is an inflatable raft that has a outboard 40 horsepower motor to it. And those are more so used for any kind of a major swiftwater event, such as a bayou or something where we need to really, cut through some current. If you find yourself out and about driving during a storm and you do happen to drive into high water, that's probably one of the worst situations that anybody could be in. One acronym that I've covered last year is POGO, P-O-G-O. It's commonly used amongst firefighters and rescue personnel. P meaning pop your seatbelt, O meaning open your window, G meaning get out, G-O, get out. It doesn't take much to, up to 6 inches of water can stall most passenger vehicles. A foot of water can sweep away most vehicles, and about 2 feet of water can sweep away larger vehicles and SUVs. One thing we tend to see when we're out doing these rescues is we do see after the rain stops, everybody, waters are still high. We see lots of children going out and playing, people riding small ATVs in the water, and it's just something that we strongly encourage you not to do. Flooded water contains a lot of contaminants, or it can contain electrical hazards as affiliated with downed power lines. Floodwater often contains infectious organisms, including intestinal bacteria such as E. coli, salmonella, and if you've got any kind of open wounds or anything like that, which is something you don't want to be in, it's something you don't want your children playing in. Once sewage backs up, manhole covers tend to get lifted, and people are walking around waiting in the streets, and where you think you're walking where there was once a manhole, you'll fall right into a hole that creates a whole different set of problems. That's just something that we don't even want to think about. Something that we tend to recommend is if you live in a residential area or a neighborhood, pay attention to your streets. When we get some light storm systems that move in, like we've had in the past few days, pay attention to which streets are more prone to flooding than others. Maybe develop some kind of a route you can take if you do need to evacuate.